This webinar provides instructions on how to install JBPM in a Windows environment. We use a Docker image for JBPM because we feel that it is the most reliable and easy to use way to deploy JBPM in a Windows environment. The overview shows the topics this webinar deals with. The main objective is to give instructions regarding how JBPM can be deployed and with this provide the prerequisites which are needed to deploy some of the OSMOSE demos in a Windows environment in a simple and straightforward manner. I recommend to install Tortoise Git from the given website. Additionally, Git needs to be installed on the Windows machine. When Git and Tortoise Git are installed, the pop-up on a right-click in the white space of a folder in the Windows Explorer should look similar to the one on the slide. Especially an entry for Git bash should be listed. Install Docker from the specified URL. Navigate to the web page which offers a showcase for the JBPM Docker image. Scroll down on this page to the section Usage, where you should find the command line on the right-hand side of the slide. Use this command line to create a Docker image for JBPM. The Docker image is started in a container when the command is terminated. The slide lists useful commands for interacting with Docker, especially listing information on containers and images. Please go to the Docker website if you want to learn more about these commands and their meanings, or look for additional tutorials and webinars on the web. In principle, it is possible to start and stop Docker containers any number of times. Changes to the container should be persistent and with that available after restart. However, it can happen that a container complains about missing images when you try to start it. The only solution to this, which I'm aware of, is to delete the containers, which means to stop the container and then delete it. You can use the -F option when you want to remove directly a running container. You can create the container again by using the command line which originally created the image. You can of course also delete the image before, but this is not likely to change much and will for sure take more time. However, when you recreated a container, you need to delete the known host file or at least the entry for the Docker container in this file in your .ssh folder of your home folder because the key of the container changed and SSH will not accept this, at least not in standard mode. The recreation of the container will also disconnect your local Git repository from the Git repository in the Docker container. This means that the Git repository of the newly created container needs to first be cloned before it can be modified. After you successfully started JBPM, you can go to the webinars on process and project deployment to see how you can run the OSMOSE demos.